The 1st of December is known as the World AIDS Day. This year, the European Union will mark the 20th anniversary of this day. In this context, the fight against AIDS represents our common commitment. And we discuss this topic today with Zita Gurmai, a Hungarian socialist in the European Parliament, and with Jan Marinus Wiersma, a Dutch MEP and Vice President of the Socialist Group in the European Parliament. Well, Jan Marinus, it is known that mid-November the European Parliament voted in favor of a resolution on the early diagnosis and early care for those living with AIDS. What provides this resolution, which is also an opportunity for the Socialist Group to demonstrate leadership in this aspect, and represents also an appeal to the European Commission and the European Council?
Well, it's not by coincidence that we adopted this resolution end of November. It was meant to contribute to the debate on the 1st of December, World AIDS Day. We did the same actually last year when we launched a campaign on lowering prices on condoms, which was also part of a debate in the European Parliament. Our group already decided some time ago that we should, every year when we have World AIDS Day, emphasize a certain aspect of the fight against HIV/AIDS. And what we chose for last year, we also used this year, is that there is a growing concern about the increase of HIV/AIDS in Europe. And that we want to draw attention to that by the resolution we adopted, activities we undertook together with NGOs active in the field last year. A lot of people think that AIDS is something of the developing countries, but it's unfortunately growing again in Europe, especially amongst young people. And having this debate, organizing activities also to increase awareness, not only amongst policymakers, but also amongst young people that they run a risk.
Ms. Gurmai, the number of new AIDS infection cases is rising in Europe. You know the numbers, in fact. One of the most effective methods of prevention is condom use. Governments can decide to apply a reduced rate of value-added tax on condoms. Socialists in the European Parliament want all European governments to apply the minimum VAT rate to condoms. So I want more details and your comment.
No, definitely, of course, we have to deal HIV every day. It's not. It's the reason. It's not because we deal because this is an anniversary. It's because the European Socialist Group strongly believe that this is an issue which tackles the European Union member states more and more. And if I just mentioned the number 215,000, this is a lot, and 1/3 has no idea whether they are affected. So I think this is an issue that we really have to care. Of course, we socialists strongly believe that we have to give a lot of chance for all those who to save these people, and of course condom use gets a good chance to save it. And of course but we would love to get the zero VAT, because I think that if we really would like to save people's life, and I think that is the key interest for not only for the socialists but for all of us, or of member states who they really use VAT, then just to make it clear that we should have it the lowest possible. But I strongly believe that this resolution, in which our group had a key part. We had a very important roundtable with Commissioner on the 16th of September. It was really because that we got so many NGOs who tried to make it clear that if we don't start to deal with early care, then this number, which I just mentioned, is going to rise up. So how to combat the rise of HIV infections in the European Union? That was the question. And I have to tell you, it was very important that the newly elected Commissioner, Ms. Vassiliou, understood the message of the civil society. Miguel Angel Martinez, who is the Vice Chair of the Parliament, was the co-chair of this event. And of course, we offered the opportunity for all other groups to participate. Unfortunately, we are so busy that you can always count on the socialists, and we really did it. And one last final thing. The 1st of December, the European Socialist Party will have the Council meeting in Madrid, and we take into consideration that we have to deal with HIV. So that's why we are going to organize a fringe meeting with our foundation and with the Rainbow Rose Association and, of course, the European Socialist Party, with a great presence of the European Socialist groups, that on the 1st of December, we really need a strong message. And I think that this message is already prepared because we did what we could. We achieved our goal of this year.
As you mentioned, Jan Marino's socialist group initiated last year a World AIDS Day campaign with the theme Cut AIDS, Cut VAT on condoms, and also an online petition in this respect. It was a success.
It was absolutely a success. We got a lot of reactions from many people, of course, using the internet, young people who supported our proposals. I think even some governments reacted by indeed lowering VAT on condoms. I believe it happened in Ireland, was announced in Spain. There was even a debate in Poland, which is a conservative country, on these issues. So it was very successful. Sometimes you see when you address a concrete problem, a concrete concern of people, young people, parents, then also you get the positive reactions. And it's also a role of parliaments and parliamentarians to do that. And I can only emphasize what my colleague Zita Kourmai said, that there are a lot of young people who might be positive but don't know that and might infect others. And that's why this early warning system, early care, early treatment, early diagnosis is so very important, that if young people have doubts, maybe I might have been infected, go to a doctor, be tested, because if you don't, you will infect others, because not everybody is aware of it. And that is also one of the reasons I believe there is an increase again in Europe, inside the European Union, of HIV cases. And so, like I said in the beginning, we thought it was under control here, but it isn't. And that's why these activities of the European Parliament, of the Social Democrats, who else wants to join, NGOs are very active. This is very important.
And the question,
just one
yes,
note,
please.
Because when we talk about the numbers, if we talk about the European region, this number is 650,000. And when we talk about young people, 25% of all new infections are young people under 25. So that's why I think we really need a very special campaign in school, because I think this number is a shocking number for me and, of course, for all of us.
Will the Socialist Group defend or follow up this campaign?
We follow up on the proposal. We want to know afterwards what the Commission will do, and the Council of Ministers with the resolution that was adopted. I can already announce that next year we will do the same, working with NGOs and others to have a special event, to have a special debate in the European Parliament in the run-up to World AIDS Day. If we don't do it, nobody does. And we started this last year. We will certainly continue this.
I strongly support my colleague, and of course, as you realize that when good things happen, then it's the Socialist Party or the Socialist Group.
So the fight against AIDS, a common commitment. Thank you very much for this interview, Ms. Zita Kourmai and Jan Marinus Wiersma.
Okay, prima.